Hello and welcome to your reading. As you can see, there are no zodiac signs and no pick a card. This message will find who it is meant to find exactly when it is meant to find you. Now let's see what message found you right now. Got the moon. The Five of Wands, the Sun. Okay. The Five of Wands energy is giving this energy of conflict, battle, of wanting something very badly, wanting your point to be seen, wanting to be heard, and be willing to fight for it, okay? And not be willing to be stopped, cannot be stopped, will go after it, you will win. That is the Five of Wands energy. Now it is mixed with the moon. Now the moon is the unknown, it is the hidden, is what cannot be seen. And then the sun is what is seen. It is exposure energy. It is out in the open. There's a spotlight on it. Okay? So the battles that you fought behind the scenes, the battles that you fought, the victories that you won in the unknown, in the behind the scenes, in the energy that you, like, how do I say this? In the non-physical, the battles that you have won in the non-physical are about to be shown physically. This is currently what's going on. So there were battles won, battles fought in the unseen, which is coming to light currently. Like your victories over it is like coming to light. The sun is the most positive card of the whole entire deck, which tells me that this situations, and even though the Nine of Swords was there for a second and you dealt with a lot of dense, heavy, darker energy, you came out way lighter. You came out still you. It didn't infect your spirit. It affected you for a time being, but your spirit remains not infected. Lovers. Seven of Cups. Four of Swords. I'm getting this energy that you have been aligning to multiple different timelines. You've lived multiple different timelines since these battles in the unknown started. Okay? Since these like behind the scenes, which you can't see, the unseen battles, since those started, you've lived multiple different lifetimes, like timelines. You were on multiple different timelines, where if you think back now, you can call it like your eras. Okay, so you had an era there, an era there, an era there. Now it could have lasted a couple months, it could have lasted a couple weeks of in between, different eras, different timelines. It's like you were testing out different timelines as you were aligning with it. You were trying out different flavors. but you still felt unsatisfied. You felt like it wasn't home. It wasn't where you fully belonged. You're not there fully. That is how you felt. You felt like you're trying out these different timelines, but none of them is feeling like it's you. Like you truly belong there. Like this is your space. This is where you belong. You didn't feel like that. So you moved on again. This to me feels like a soul trying to find their place in the world. Trying to find where they fit in. Trying to find their purpose. The Three of Pentacles. I definitely feel like you asked a lot of help, like you asked the universe for a lot of help. You connected to source, to God, the creator, and you asked a lot of help. It's like you didn't think you can just do this by yourself. I don't think you are relying solely on yourself. You definitely are relying on higher power to help guide you. Yeah, because you've tried doing it from yourself before. You've tried taking the steps, doing the things. You've tried taking action towards putting yourself on your chosen timelines that you felt would satisfy your soul, and it didn't. It did not. So you've been heavily now relying on guidance. It's giving the energy of like, you're sitting like in a bus, so you're in the back seat. You're being transported somewhere. But the only energy that you are allowing to like actually transport you somewhere is an energy of higher power that has the wheel, that is steering you in the direction that you gotta go. Because the Tower is here as well. So this energy is telling me that you've tried it your way before. You've tried it your way before. But there's also something like catastrophic that happened in your life where it's like it was a complete Tower moment. It flipped everything. Hermit. The Eight of Cups. The Sun. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's actually literally coming to light. Like, again. Like, I literally just had the thought as well. I was like, I want to directly ask the question, what is coming to light? Like, after I pulled these cards, I was like, okay, then I'm going to ask the direct question, what is coming to light? So that the opening message can come to a closure. And then the Sun shows up again. And it's in perfect harmony with the Lover's alignment card. The Hermit, the Eight of Cups, and the Sun. You are putting up really high walls and like not walls. You are putting up really strong boundaries against what you had to walk away from. The Eight of Cups is clearly showing you walking away from something. Now the Hermit energy is giving the energy that you are gaining new insight. You are heavily relying on like gaining new information and like researching, and all of this like research that you're doing is building up your boundaries. Like, because this research that you're doing is giving you power. It is literally like feeding you with power. It is expanding you. It's making you wiser. And after this, like, this research era that you're in right now, it's all coming to light. Like, the exposure happens where the battles that was won in the dark is shown in the light. The victories that have been obtained in the unseen is shown in the light. Okay, so what is being shown in the light for this person that this reading found? The Seven of Swords. The Tower. Ooh, the Nine of Swords. You went through a catastrophic situation. But this situation was also a catalyst to a whole new frequency for you, a whole new life. I feel like twice, 3 times. What is coming to light is the undeniable nature, like you like see it. Okay, so like the undeniable fact that someone has to be one heck of a connected being in order to overcome what they have, what they had. I feel like you hit like some sort of like absolute rock bottom, whether it was mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. I feel like mentally is a big thing, and mentally is a hard thing. Because if you hit rock bottom mentally, you've broken your mentality. So your mentality was broken. And just the fact that you were able to rebuild your mentality, like what you've been rebuilding in the dark, okay? The mentality that you've been rebuilding in the dark. The bricks that you have been stacking in the dark, in the unseen. The progress that you felt was not happening. The efforts that you put in that you felt like nothing was happening. Because the energy in your physical life was still so dense. Like the smoke was still so heavy, it was still clearing. Like you couldn't see what was happening. And now the smoke is clearing. And you can see the work that you've been doing behind the scenes. You can see the work that you've been doing in the unseen. That you felt like, okay, there wasn't progress. But there was. You were building something stronger. You were building a mentality. A mentality that's going to align you with the life that you are actually genuinely satisfied with. That is why there was a lot of timeline hopping here, because you didn't know which era suited you best. You didn't know which version of you to be. And none of it felt like home. This feels like you're going home. Why is the Tower here? The Five of Swords, dude. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, what is changing your life is the fact that you saw that catastrophic event happen in your life. Whether it was a mentality crash, an emotional crash, a physical crash, a spiritual crash, whatever it was, you saw it. And for a while, you had to process it. You had to even comprehend the fact that you could have been hit that freaking hard, like energetically, mentally, spiritually. Like you had to take a moment there to even take that information in. That you cannot believe that just happened. 2, accepting it. That acceptance of, okay, yeah, there isn't a win in that situation. No matter from what angle you look, the win that you are looking for, the life-changing event that you are looking for, is not in that situation. It is not in the catastrophic event. It is not with the person that caused it. It is not with the people that reinforced it. It is not with the escapism, the energy that you had to go into to escape what you were going through. It's not in there. That victory, that win, that life-changing event, it's not in there. You were looking at it from all angles and you were like, holy shit, you're gonna have to actually accept a lose-lose situation. And even this was a what the heck? You feel like you're being screwed from multiple different directions. And then you accepted it. You were like, what else are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? Whatever angle you look at in that situation, and that it doesn't seem like there's a win in there, because there's not. There's just lose in there. Because that is the energy of loss. And you realize that, and you were like, okay. So if you want to be in the energy of victory, in the energy of winning, you gotta not look for it in the energy of loss. And this is what causes the life-changing event. This is what causes the life-changing shift. This is the metanoia that you are currently going through. This is your reading. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Bye.